Welcome to BossUp Babes, helping babes show up, boss up, and thrive. With #1 best-selling author, global influencer, and ultimate boss babe, Karissa Adkins. Karissa is a health and wellness expert and CEO of the 365 Daily Hustle, here to help mompreneurs and career-focused women boss up and reclaim their healthiest life. She is a pro at cutting through the BS and inspiring massive breakthroughs that help women create healthy routines and habits that facilitate personal and professional growth. Are you ready to reclaim your best life, take action, and be a badass boss babe? Let's get to it.
What up, everyone? It's your favorite boss babe and master coach, certified in life, health, and fitness. And I am so excited for today's conversation. I have the amazing Julia Mikk with me, and I'm going to get to everything that this show is like all about today. But if you are here, if you're catching this on the first time, welcome to the BossUp Babes podcast show, TV show. It's your it's your show that you can go to for all things women's empowerment, right? It's leadership, it's business training, it's health, it's everything that I truly believe that as leaders, we need to be able to do for ourselves. And like I said, I have an amazing speaker with me today, Julia Mikk, CEO of SOLignment Institute. And in this episode, you guys, we are going to dive into how to discover and live your greatest purpose. We're going to talk about how having courage is the first step to unleashing the power of your greatest purpose. We're also going to talk about how by living in purpose, you can really step up and create, freedom, right? Financial freedom, freedom from anything that you feel that you're being stuck with or in. And last but not least, we are going to discuss how knowing and embodying your worth is the key to everything that you want out of life. We're going to explore how to gain the courage and how you can use it to power up in your life, your finances, your business, everything. Okay, so stick with us, grab that pen and paper because today's conversation is juicy AF. Now, before I bring out Julia, I have a quick life update. You guys all know I like to bring you on my amazing, crazy, awesome life. And my update today is I was just asked yesterday, and today I made the very empowered decision to say yes to a life opportunity that is going to change my life on every playing field, right? I was asked yesterday to be part of the Kenya keynote speaking tour. And like I said, it is an opportunity of a lifetime, you guys. I will be able to do some of the things that I absolutely love to do in life, right? Speak, explore, inspire. So I will get to speak on several different platforms and universities and in local communities. I'm going to get to inspire by being part of a women's empowerment building project while I'm in Kenya. I'm going to be able to meet so many amazing people. I'll get to go on safari. Who doesn't love to explore? And just literally, guys, I'm feeling so blessed today. Seriously. Unbelievable, right? But when I look back at all of these opportunities that are coming, flooding into my DMs, my email box, it's all because I'm in full alignment, right? I am truly in flow. I am living my passion, my purpose in life, what God created me to be. And when I am my most authentic self and I'm just true to who I am and I'm doing everything with love, that puts me into alignment, that puts me into flow. And you guys, that is how you build a badass business, right? It feels so juicy. I mean, the right clients come to me, the right opportunities come to me. And I'm every day, I'm wow, how cool is this? I'm literally living my best life, and not a lot of people can say that, sadly. But anyways, you now know what epic journey I'm on. I'll be taking you through the entire process. It's not until September, but stay with me, hang with me. I promise it will be a transformational experience, just you listening to all of the different ahas and wisdoms and takeaways that this opportunity is going to bring me. So stay with us. But anyways, you guys, grab that pen and paper. because today I have a world game-changing leader in the room. Julie is a renowned teacher, healer, and breath master who changes people's lives by clearing their ancestral lineage, healing old trauma, and rewiring their neuroplasticity to help them step into their full power and their greater purpose in life. Woo, 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 y'all. I told you she was balls. She is a leader and she is here on the BossUp Babes show. So with that, Julia, welcome to the show.
So good to have you here and me here and to be with everyone here. Thank you.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've been like geeking out over like waiting for the show to happen and it's finally here. So I just want to like take a moment to like, it's in, right? I cannot wait to pick this woman's brain and to just hear her stories and hear the work that she's doing in this world. And I hope today's episode inspires you to step into your courage so that you can live in purpose and passion and ultimately gain that financial freedom that I know you're wanting. So, Julia, oh my gosh, first off, tell me, when you hear the words boss up, level up, rise up, whatever you want to put towards it, what first comes to mind when you hear these words?
Power, embodied power, actually living from the state of inner power. And the power cannot be just a concept in the head. It cannot be something you read in a book. It has to be felt by your nervous system, by your body, by your physiology, by all that you are. And to me, that's what rising up means.
Oh, all right, good. Okay, so we're on the same page, right? So tell me about a time in your life or your business where you had to rise up, level up, boss up, so that you could overcome a difficult situation.
You know, I have a great story that might be different than the ones you're used to hearing.
Let's hear it.
Because a lot of the time people are like, get through the difficulty and step up and be more powerful and put yourself out there. I have a different story where I was in a situation where I was completely burned out because I was helping everyone else across the world. I was giving workshops, seminars. I was helping thousands of people and their lives were becoming better. Chronic pain was going away. They were finding their purpose. They were finding the courage to pursue their dreams. But I was burning out because I did not know how to receive and take care of me. So my breakthrough, my rising up and my leveling up was actually stepping down for a moment and taking care of me for a change and stopping taking care of everyone else and taking time off to fully heal myself. And in my situation, my case was pretty bad. I was completely depleted, burned out. I had become bulimic. And it was so bad that I got a vision, this clear, felt sense, visceral knowing that if I did not stop, I would get cancer. So I was like exhausted, depleted, bulimic, at the brink of getting cancer. And I realized, wait a second, Julia, you need to make a drastic shift now. And what is this change? And I had to stop my whole business. I had to let go of my clients, my students, my home, my car, because I had to like strategically figure out how to have enough money to fully devote to my healing. But that was key because I could have not gotten anywhere with my business if I had been going that way. I mean, I would have ended up with cancer and maybe died a few years later. I don't know what would have happened. So clearly the path I was on was not the path of greatest success. It was a mediocre success. I mean, it was some success. I was changing lives and that's a wonderful thing, but it wasn't ultimate success that was possible for me. And the key for me was to actually make a 180-degree shift and start paying attention to my health, my well-being, my ease, my inner state. And that actually took 2 years to even learn what does it mean to prioritize myself. What does it mean to know that I matter, to receive from life, to relax in my nervous system? Like it was a whole deep discovery on a deep subconscious level, somatic level, and nervous system level. And even though it was really hard, I learned a lot.
I
about
want to stop you right there, because that's not an easy task, right? And I know a lot of our listeners are like, yeah, that sounds all good, but like reality, like a lot of women will be like, but I can't, and I need to, survive, and all the excuses come up. So essentially, it sounds like you burnt it down to the ground so that you could rise up, fly like that beautiful phoenix. So I'm curious, what were some of the things that, any major decision like this is kind of like, I could do this. I know what my heart says I need to do this, but then like consciously, I should probably do this. Like, what was going on inside your brain at that moment? Like, what were you like really torn between, if anything?
I think what was a breaking point for me was this crystal clear vision that I knew was the truth, that I would get cancer. And I was clear as I could be that I was not willing to have cancer. I was willing to be bulimic. I was willing to be miserable. I was willing to be exhausted. So none of those things stopped me. But once I understood I am at the brink of getting cancer, I was like, no, I'm not getting cancer. Whatever I have to do, willing to do whatever it freaking takes, I'm not getting cancer. So that was my turning point. And I hope that people don't wait till that moment. That's like way too late to make a change.
Yeah.
Start making changes earlier. That's my main teaching that came out of it.
I know. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy how, because I work in that women's health and empowerment space. Predominantly women come to me, right? Leaders come to me when they have hit that breaking point. And I'm like, what, right? Like now we have to work even harder to get you out of this. Not that it's possible, right? That's what I do. But like, what were the signs? And they're like, I didn't even know the signs. So what were some of the signs that you could have listened to, that you probably, looking back now, you're like, wow, I got so many calls from the universe, so many calls from my body that said I should take care of me, but I just kept ignoring it for too long. What were some of those signs?
Such a good question. For me, the very first signs was just high levels of stress, anxiety, and then starting to get tired. Like by the end of the day, I was so tired, which meant I also started losing passion. I started losing joy in life. I started losing sense of fulfillment. I was just like on a train, like a machine working. And I was a spiritual teacher helping people. So it's not like I was like an accountant or car mechanic or like working from morning till night. I was genuinely helping people, but inside of me, I was still a machine. Yeah. Inside my nervous system, I was continuously overriding what was actually healthy for me. And yeah, so the first signs was stress, exhaustion, losing passion, losing sense of joy in life, losing sense of fulfillment, and actually not having genuine motivation to get things done. It was more like I have to.
Yeah.
Have to do it, not because I want to do it. And the problem with this kind of state, it's actually kind of normal in today's society. Most people live in that state. So when somebody is stressed out or anxious or doesn't sleep well or has lost the joy of living, they think it's normal. Like you said, some women come to you, they're like, I didn't even know the signs, because everyone lives those signs.
And they're saying it's okay, right? Like you go to the doctor, they're like, this is normal. Here's some meds to help you get sleep. Like it's not normal, ladies. You should not wake up every day thinking like, oh, this is just it. This is it for me. Stressed out, anxiousness, lack of sleep. These are not normal things that society has normalized to make us feel okay about how shitty it is. Like, I'm sorry, but it isn't. I'm going to say it.
Yeah. And the thing is that if somebody doesn't listen to these more simple signs, the next step is physical pain and physical illness.
Yes.
And actually, that physical body starts breaking down. And then that's when people go to doctors, more medication, more pills, more surgery. But that's not the direction of success. That's not the direction of fulfillment. You haven't taken care of the actual underlying core issue, which is you moving in your life in a way that burns you out and breaks your body down.
Yes. Okay. All right. So like, I feel your passion. People feel my passion. So what's it like? Let me just get this out. Like, what do you do as a leader? How are you helping these women, kind of re-spark the magic in their soul again?
Yeah. For me, it's all about embodiment. Like I take people deep into the level of their subconscious and nervous system, because that's the only place from which lasting change can happen. I tend to work with many, many women and men that come to me after 10 years of psychotherapy or 15 years of psychotherapy. They know their childhood issues by heart, But just knowing your issues and talking about your issues is not enough. These people come to me, still have anxiety, still don't feel good enough, feel insecure, don't have courage to pursue their greater purpose. So clearly there's something else needed. Just talking about your issues or reading books about stuff, spiritual or developmental or neurobiological stuff is not enough. The shift has to happen in the body, in the soma. Soma is just another word for body's intelligence and the nervous system. And that's where SOLignment process comes in. Like, how do we go deep inside to start rewiring, reprogramming those deep belief systems that make your life unnecessarily hard?
Yeah. Yes. I know we share passion for that same work. And it amazes me that so many women come to, like leaders and healers like us. We do this work and they're like, wow, I spent 30 years, literally, like I could tell you all the different stuff. And then I'll have nightmares about all this stuff because they're making me relive all this stuff. And I don't feel good after those sessions. And they're like, how did you just like, this is like magic. It's like almost hard for them to believe. They're like, that's it. And I was like, yeah, girl, like how does that feel? And like, that's what you can't put the price on, is watching these women or men, your clients, go through that, right? Because you can physically see the shift. You can physically see a different person when you're done working with them, and it's magic, y'all. It doesn't have to take 20 years in a chair, right? We're living on all that stuff. So what's the best way for people to find you? Like, where would you, if someone's like, yes, I need some Julia in my life, where's the best place you want to send them?
Well, I'm offering to your audience 2 gifts today that are very simple ways to start embodying a couple of different things that are, in my mind, foundational. First one is knowing your worth, really knowing your value, your worth, because that's the place where the courage comes from. When you know you're valuable, you know you have an important gift to give, you know you have an important purpose to live, obviously you're going to share it. You're going to express it freely, courageously, powerfully. So one of the meditations I'm offering is on self-love, knowing your worth, and you're going to have an embodied process to fully find it and feel it inside. And the second meditation I'm offering is inner peace, which obviously is valuable for obvious reasons. But inner peace is something that many leaders and successful entrepreneurs are missing, because they think that if they just push harder and work more and have more coffee, that's going to be the key to their success. And what I say, that's the key to your failure. That's the key to you burning out in no time. And then you cannot create anything useful for anyone. So if you actually care about your success, if you care about long-term, sustained, ever-growing success, you must dedicate yourself to finding inner peace. So you can have vitality, freshness, aliveness, clarity in you available every day. Inner peace is the foundation for that amount of clarity.
I love that, you guys. It's of course in the show notes. Go snag it. I can't wait to like click on that link myself and get those beautiful meditations. As I'm a junkie, right? So I'm like, gimme. I love feeling good. And ladies, we deserve to feel good every freaking day. Like, that is your birthright, is to feel good, to feel powerful and courageous. And yes, so thank you so much for sharing that beautiful gift. I know everyone, I'm going to repeat, everyone needs to go and get this, because this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I want to go back to your story, right? You remember you said it's like taking that courageous step. You had to take a courageous step to burn it all down. A lot of women have to like muster up that courage just so that they can start living a better life. So tell me about that, the courage that you had to kind of get, right, and harness and embody so that you could start living your greatest purpose.
Yeah. To me, I have worked with thousands of people from all over the world, and it seems to boil down to the same exact thing. And everyone has their own words to describe it, but ultimately it's about deeply, completely knowing their worth, like knowing the worth of themselves as a soul, as a spirit, as a powerful purpose in the world. And also knowing that they're worthy and valuable, even though they might have trauma, even though they might be irritable with their kids every day, even though they might be, judgmental, they're still worthy. And especially for healers, coaches, and therapists that have really important gifts to give, I always tell them that your gift can change millions of lives. And you don't have to be enlightened to change these lives. You can still do your own inner work on the side. Please keep doing it. But know that your purpose, your gift is here to change the world. And you gotta let it out. And you gotta let yourself be in the place of celebration and praise. Like how important of a gift you are stewarding here. Because that will change the course of history for good if you're gonna bring out your healing, your medicine, your wisdom to change people's lives.
Right. And would you agree that when you're in that place, right, then it just makes doing business easy?
100%. Yes. I had someone who came to a 3-day workshop, which I often do, these 3 full live in-person days. And she came from Italy, and she already was a practitioner, breath worker, healer, coach. But she wasn't ever able to put herself out there completely in a way that masses would see her. And she was also charging just a fraction. She couldn't get to a place of charging, but she actually wanted to charge. Yeah. And after those 3 days with me, she all of a sudden had rewired the nervous system and her subconscious so much that it became effortless. Keyword, effortless, to double her prices, start receiving more clients, let more people know more boldly about how amazing she is, how incredible her gift is. And 12 months later, after that event, I checked in with her. How are you doing? She said she had quadrupled her income. She was doing what she absolutely loved for a living and changing people's lives, which was so meaningful to her because she truly was contributing to the world.
Yes.
That's possible. And many people don't know it. They think they need to have therapy sessions for the next 10 years. If you have access to the subconscious and nervous system and you know how to reprogram them, then the shift can be really quick, actually.
Yeah, that's why I call them my magic tricks, and I even take my little wand. I'm like, right, it's about to happen because that's how quickly it can happen, you guys. But I love that she found her financial freedom by finding in herself and just because we see that, right? Why is it spiritual healers and all of the people that truly care about people's transformation, they don't feel that they can even charge or because they just want to be helpful and help others. But I'm like, no, you're not doing them any you're not doing them any service if you're not fully getting them to invest in themselves. I mean, that's part of it, right? It's you have to invest in yourself financially before you'll, be willing to truly invest and change your life.
I love how you said that, invest in themselves. To me, these are the golden words. The best leaders I'm working with, the clients that come with already a lot of experience and maturity, they pay me by saying, I'm investing in myself and I deserve this. And I have people who pay me 5-figure investment, working with me one-on-one or doing leadership trainings. It's a high level investment usually. And what they say, I deserve it. I deserve to invest in me. My life deserves this. And that is exactly it. They're actually investing in themselves, in their health, in their happiness, in their fulfillment. And they deserve it.
Yes. Yeah. Y'all, you do deserve it. Go out and invest in yourself, invest in your business. I remember we have a similar mentor, Julia and I do. And I remember when I invested in this particular person, it was the biggest investment that I've ever invested in as far as coaching and mentorship goes. Right. But really, I needed that to show myself that I was worth investing in.
Yes.
And right. I was like, oh my, people who are so I'm so grateful to be able to invest like that. But what I love is the fact that because I invested in myself like that, every freaking client that came to me, I was attracting women who wanted to invest in themselves. And then we get on these calls and I'm like, thank you. And where some people are like, I'm paying you. What are you going to do for me? And I'm like, I just needed to pay you to believe in myself at this level, right? It didn't even matter. He could have probably charged me 10 times. I'm not going to tell him that, but you know what I mean? I just needed to show myself that I was worthy of that investment. And then it just allowed me to just, embody everything else. So I want to go back to, and like you had mentioned, right? Like you fully embodied everything. So knowing and embodying your worth is obviously the key to everything that you want. But what would you like, how can women or men start to embody what it is that they truly need to be doing?
How they can start to embody it starts with a powerful decision and making a decision that I deserve something better. Because so much of suffering or illness or not living your greater purpose is about you just tolerating and getting used to tolerating your current life circumstance. Like, it's okay, it's fine. You know, I have pain in my back for the last 10 years. That's fine. I don't really live my dreams. I don't have my dream career. That's fine. So really to come out of this, I'm fine. You gotta have enough passion to say, I deserve something better. And just making that millisecond of a decision will make you pay attention to what is available in your life that will help you make the shift. And then the second step, that key step, is who or what will help you to make the shift. Because we got to be realistic that most people are stuck in deep habits and ingrained tendencies. You're not going to just magically transform one morning. Like, you got to let yourself receive support. Hire a mentor or get a coach or sign up for the gym or something that helps you get out of your habitual state and discover a new version of you.
I love that.
And you don't have to invest 5 figures. Yes, you know, some of them maybe will, but you can invest in a 3-day experience. That's whatever, $500. It doesn't have to be something huge, but take the step to come out of your old self and step into your next level success the way you even never knew was possible.
Yes, I love that, y'all. If you didn't catch it, write it down. She's brilliant. She said, all it takes is one powerful decision to decide that you are no longer going to play small, right? Like you're going to decide that you're worth it, that you deserve something more. Okay. And the second tip she just dropped was like, then ask for help. So many of us women, I know I used to be like this, like, I'm a Wonder Woman, I can do it all by myself. And I'm like, now I don't want to do it by myself. Like, how fun is it to be able to play with people and like have experiences with people? I'm like, being by myself is lonely. Like, that sucks. So like, I actually look at it as like, that was a huge mindset shift, right? It's like, I don't want to go at it alone. I actually want support. I want coaches. I want mentorship. I want someone to say, great job, Karissa, because that's what we do for everybody else. And us cheerleaders need that too.
And that was one of the main shifts that I had to make during the 2 years of healing my bulimia and my burnout. Really, I had to learn to receive support. And I realized the main reason I burned out because I was doing it all by myself. And it was just too much for one human to carry. And that was really one of the main keys to let myself start receiving help, support, healing, mentorship, kindness, more money, a team. Now I have an incredible team of 10 high caliber experts surrounding me, supporting my work in the world. That's where ease comes in, when we let ourselves receive support.
Y'all, let yourself receive support. I love that. Oof. Okay. So you have like 30 seconds, biggest piece of advice for anyone listening today.
Make a powerful decision to change your life, step into the next level of success, knowing you deserve it. And step number 2, receive support. What's the support you don't have yet? And what's the support that will help you step into a whole new version of success, wealth, and fulfillment?
So good. So good. Julia, thank you so much for being such an amazing guest. I'd love to have you back one of these days because I would just love to keep picking your brain, your knowledge, your expertise. Thank you for just being you, right? Like this sense of peace. Like, oh, it's awesome.
Thank you. And I do want to invite everyone here to the 3-day immersion that's coming up in June, because if you're listening and you're excited, you're inspired, you're like, yes, I need more. We do have a 3-day experience called Enrich coming up in Denver, Colorado. You can also join online, but I recommend to come in person if you can. And that will absolutely change your life. You will leave that event like a completely different person. And I promise that, ready to create success, more wealth, and more fulfillment like never before.
Love it. Y'all go get immersed in this 3-day experience. Change your life, change your body, change your mind. and listen to your body. I want to bring it back to the beginning, right? You got to listen to the signs, be watching for the signs, because your body holds so much wisdom, y'all. It's screaming at you. And if you don't listen to it at the levels of stress and maybe, anxiety and lack of sleep, it's going to eventually kick your own ass and say, okay, now you're going to listen to me, right? So don't let that, you don't have to get to the rock bottom is what we're saying. You can tune in today and say, okay, where in my life do I need to upgrade? Where do I need to rise up? Where do I need to have some courage and do something different? Because damn it, I deserve it. I deserve it. Cool. Julia, thank you so much again for coming on the show. And y'all listening, if you need her, if you want to, immerse yourself into that experience, the link will be below. We'd love to have you. I think I'm going to sign up too. And if I am, mindset and health success coach, and lady leaders hire me to help them reclaim their best lives. So if you're looking to shed some weight, get healthy, create those healthy habits, feel free to hit me up or book that free 15-minute clarity call with me today. And y'all, tune in for next week. We have a powerful episode with another amazing leader. Talk soon. Bye.
Thank you for listening to BossUp Babes with Karissa Adkins, bringing you tangible tips and expert coaching advice to help you boss up and get healthy. Tune in every Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific on transformationtalkradio.com for interviews with industry leaders and powerhouse boss babes that will empower you to take action and live your best life. If you're ready to boss up and work with Karissa in one of her transformative group coaching programs, visit 365dailyhustle.com.